My name is Nena Hammer. I'm the Director of Operations for Spring Creek Food Hub. This event, we're hoping to expand that connection beyond kind of that busy market time and provide a place for people to meet and greet.
So this building we're standing in, can you name it for me and its purpose?
Yes, this is the Market Center of the Ozarks. It's on Emma Avenue in Springdale. And the purpose of the building is to support local food. So food entrepreneurs, think like food truck operators, caterers, small business owners. There are spaces in the commissary kitchen that they can rent by the hour to have a certified inspected space to prepare foods for sale. There's contract processing where you could bring in a recipe that you want to produce at scale to have for retail operations, farm stands, any kind of direct to public sales. And then there's a warewash facility as well, and the food hub. And we at the food hub buy produce from local farms and then sell that into institutions, think schools, community health clinics, nonprofit organizations, and community-based organizations. We would love to see this be a bustling hub, right? People in here utilizing the kitchen, utilizing the processing space. And at Spring Creek, we would love to serve every school district in Northwest Arkansas and school districts beyond, throughout the state of Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and really just support all of those hardworking farmers who we have and provide them the opportunity to grow their farm if they're interested, and then to also just have another viable outlet for their produce.
Can you tell me your name and then what farm that you currently own?
My name's Bill Morgan, and it's Ozark Mountain Farm in Fayetteville.
But what does it mean to you to grow food for other people?
I'm growing food. We all have to have food, right? This is, you are what you eat. I don't know a calling that's any higher for me personally than producing food for humanity. I get to grow some for profit, and I get to give away a lot. Yeah, I'm a living soil farmer. It's the next level past organic farming, to have a living entity. My food lasts longer, tastes better, it's more medicinal. I'm into food as medicine. So I love working with chefs. All the chefs I work with, they're all like, we love your food, whatever you grow, we'll take it. So that's kind of, I'm enjoying that right now.
Okay, so I'm just going to ask your name and then where you work and what you do.
Sweet. My name's Connor Park. I'm opening a food truck called Songbirds Sandwiches, and it's going to be at 8th Street Market. So I came here from Chicago with kind of trying to connect communities and farms together, and I got really lucky with Spring Creek here because it kind of was the perfect timing for me arriving with this kind of goal in mind, and them being able to basically sell me like all the farm produce that they receive. I think it's like all about the travel time and even the flavor of the land that it's on and grown on, and it's like also what's best for the community too.
So let's talk about what it is that you actually make.
Yeah, so I'm just making a couple of different sandwiches. I have a roast beef, a turkey sandwich, a collard greens melt, roast pork, and then a pizza sandwich. Kind of inspired by my buddy Ryan Pfeiffer in Chicago. And he had a sandwich shop, and he was just like the best mentor I've ever had, and he was so patient, so nice to me, and like that he taught me all about like farms and everything too, and that idea of using like farm fresh food and creating like just better flavors from that and everything. And stayed in Chicago. I worked through some of the different restaurants there, and it was mostly fine dining, and so I kind of got burnt out, and I was just kind of looking for something else to do, and so I was like, why not just come to Arkansas and open a food truck? So it just basically got super lucky, and it's like things like this, the meetings today where like all the farmers meet up, like exchanging cards and everything is super helpful too, and it's fun. I mean it's just cooking, so it's like it's supposed to be fun, it's supposed to be good for people, make people happy.
I'm Susan Golbsky. I'm with Two Birds Farm in Fayetteville.
I'm Linda Burr, and I'm the founder of Rooted Ginger Farm in Silent Springs, Arkansas. Really new. I'm only a year old. And so, yeah, I'm really into it now, networking, and just, there's nothing like being with people that's like-minded. We all have a passion for food and people. So one of our endeavors is to really get people to grow their own food, and the way is through demonstration. So I don't do like teaching classes, but I teach while they help. So like today, harvest came beginning to end. This is how we fixed the bed, and so they fixed it, and then this is how we cut the tubers from the potatoes, and they did it. Need bone meal, we put it, before you plant, they did it, so things like that, where it's very hands-on. Love to have like a farm tour, because I do have chickens, and then I'll be getting some bees, and then I have flowers, and then I grow all seasonal produce, and it's all organic. So my nonprofit farm, we are 100% volunteer-based. So I'm always looking for volunteers, and I range from probably the youngest is a toddler with their mamas to I think 87 years old. So I do groups and individuals. I've partnered with other companies like Lowe's. They're going to be donating their seeds so that I can then give seeds to the volunteers so that they can grow their own gardens. And so, yeah.
I want to talk about bees too. Yes, let's talk about bees.
So I keep bees, produce honey, and I'm always looking for better ways to work with bees and work with the environment. And I grow flowers and herbs. I would like to have an apitherapy hut where the bees hives are on the outside, and you go in a little door and you can lay in there and you can smell them and you can hear them and you can feel them, and it's very therapeutic. But yeah, I sit out there and I watch them coming and going and bringing pollen back, and I didn't realize people didn't know why the honey is different colors.
So why are they different colors?
I've talked to a lot of people at market, and they're like, oh, and it's because what is the bee foraging on? So in the spring, it's different forage than it is in the summer or fall, or your region. The honey's going to taste totally different in Hawaii and in New York and Alaska and here. And even the regions here, there's like five or six different regions in Arkansas, so the honey will taste different. Because I really enjoy what I'm doing. It is fun. You get to be creative. I do something different all the time. You get to plan, you get to try different things.